Mm, mm, mm. Good morning, man. We back. Another is what it is. Episode Monday, December 19th. I'm one half of the pod. I'm AB. Got my co-host D Butt.
Yes, sir.
Man, we got a lot to talk about today. A crazy day of football yesterday. Um, man,
Crazy
we got the
weekend, man. Obviously, we had
crazy.
the Saturday games. Yeah, Sunday we had the World Cup, Celebration Bowl.
Celebration Bowl. Man, a lot, man. Saturday, total meltdown.
Yeah, we whew,
We're gonna talk about that. A total meltdown, like you said, the Celebration Bowl, North Carolina Central, representing the MEAC. Huge win over Jackson State, representing the SWAC down there at ATL.
Yep.
I would say what? Yesterday, some good games.
Great, crazy endings.
Las Vegas Raiders, our guy Chandler Jones, the walk-off touchdown.
Yep.
Man, a lot to talk about.
A lot to get to. Obviously, your questions, comments, concerns, if you got any overreactions. But as you know, with this show, it is what it is. And going into should we wrapping up week 15 tonight?
Yeah.
The Monday night game. What was it? Packers, Rams?
Yep.
Packers, Rams, Monday night. We're going to wrap up week 15, and we are on the week 16 already. Like AB said, a lot to talk about. And obviously, we're going to get to on the other side. Yes, this is a Colts hoodie. You know what I mean? I only got a couple more weeks I could rock. You know what I'm saying? I got to rep. You know, when it's ugly outside.
It is.
You know, it's ugly. The noise is loud. You know, it's still those still my guys though. That's still my squad. We're gonna figure it out.
1,000%.
Right now.
1,000%. We're gonna rock, man.
Yeah, we're gonna rock. But yeah, we'll see y'all on the other side. Yo.
Let's get it.
Let's get it, man. Before we get into football, we might as well start with the World Cup. Did you watch it in this World Cup?
I watched some, man. I watched a little bit of it. It's crazy, man. Me and my wife, man, we was actually having a conversation about this World Cup and how it ended. And you know, she played soccer all her life. Met her at Howard. She was on the soccer team there. And she made a comment and was like, yo, I just feel like when it get to this point, like the stakes are high. She wasn't a fan of the penalty kicks.
No? I mean, I thought, you know, that's how what she wanted, like just extra time, because I saw that coming, and as a casual, I like the penalty kicks if it comes down to that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you know, it's and she was explaining some of it. I'm like, I get it. You know, again, I'm not a huge soccer fan. Just me knowing the game, penalty kicks, that's part of the game. So, but you know, it was kind of her take on it. But hell of a game, hell of a World Cup. Yeah, and the energy was crazy in that.
Crazy. I saw something on Twitter, I think, said, you know, like 4 billion. This World Cup has gotten 4 billion views. This was obviously one of the last things Messi needed on his resume. So a lot of people are, hey, no more argument with who the GOAT is. You know, Messi's the GOAT. He got this, he got that. But young boy out there in France, man, Mbappe, hat trick in the second half His performance was unbelievable. Obviously, Messi had an unbelievable performance as well. And once it got to those PKs and once it got to those penalty kicks, I just felt like them cats on France looked nervous, man.
Hey, have you
Like,
been there before?
The body language, like Messi went up there, Mbappe went up there, like them boys went, it was nothing. But the other cats, they get up there, them boys standing up there, like I'm like, oh man, these boys look nervous, man.
Hey, it's have you been there before? One of the biggest stages, you know what I mean, ever.
The
And
biggest
it's
stage.
the camera is on you. You know what I mean? It's mano a mano, cameras on you. So, man, it was a good showing though, good matchup.
For sure. They wanna, at least I say, we try to give soccer a shot. Everybody I keep asking, they like, it's tough to watch, it's tough to find, but I'm gonna start trying to watch it. I heard NBC on the weekend, Saturday and Sundays. In the comments, let me know on here, on Twitter, wherever. Let me know where I can watch the best soccer, because if it's anything close, and I know that was the best of the best.
I've tried. It's nothing close to the World Cup.
Not even close.
It's not even close. That's a total different beast. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously you got people playing for their countries. And I think it would be like certain games. And again, I'm not a huge soccer fan, but I know I've actually watched. Like, I would say this: the MLS. That shit is not even close. Now these other leagues, Premier Leagues, and all that, I would say it would be some good soccer. I would say that. Like, yeah, German league, I would say that. But MLS here in the States, don't waste your time, brother.
Yeah, I heard the same thing. But I know we got Messi coming. We got Messi coming to Miami, so I will be in the building for those games. I'm at least want to feel the energy, because the crazy thing about that football, that soccer, and I'm gonna start calling it football. You know what? Y'all earned it this past World Cup. But the thing about it is that energy, man, like the passion from the fans, the ones in the stands, the ones at home, wherever. That was dope, man. That was dope. Unmatched, man. What games you want to start off with, man?
Let's tap into that Celebration Bowl before we get to the man. North Carolina Central beats Jackson State 41-34 in an overtime win in the Celebration Bowl down in ATL. Again, North Carolina Central representing the MEAC, Jackson State representing the SWAC. As we all know, a lot of talk. Coach Prime deciding to leave, going to Colorado. But me being a former player at Howard in the MEAC, we always used to say the SWAC is JV to the MEAC. Right now, it stands that the MEAC is 6-1 versus the SWAC in the Celebration Bowl. But again, another good game. And I was
damn, SWAC.
It's they JV'd us, man. It's little brothers, man. Little brothers. A great game though on ABC, man. The guys, man, they came out and they balled. They played some good ball. A tough matchup, man. But it was really good to see. A lot of talk as far as HBCUs, but I just thought they put a good brand. They played a good brand of football on Saturday, man. So good to see, man.
I was bouncing around. Was that the Colts game was on too at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was one of them things you couldn't take your eye off for, that meltdown. But watching the Colts game, watching some of the, I was flipping back from the Celebration Bowl. I feel like something else might have been on too. But yeah, it was a good game. But hey, turn back to the Celebration Bowl. See Travis Hunter tied up late. Left side of the end zone in North Carolina Central. And I was watching earlier, killing Jackson State with that zone read. Shador and Travis made it close, and then the tight end dropped that pass in the end zone. But great game. And as you said, 6-1 now for the MEAC over the SWAC. So that was one hurdle Coach Prime and the Jackson State team couldn't overcome, is that damn MEAC.
Man.
But, they did their thing in the SWAC, but ended on 12-1 before heading over there to Colorado. But like you said, great game. Roger Goodell, NFL commissioner, was in the building. I didn't know he had a nephew on Jackson State. So that was obviously cool to see. him out there too, being that, he is in a super powerful position, being the commissioner in the NFL and then being at the Celebration Bowl. That was dope, man. But dope product overall for college football in general, especially for HBCU football.
For sure, man. Yes, sir. Let's jump into these games.
Man, that's my Week 15 record.
Stank. Go ahead and put them up so the people can see, man. And for the people that can't see, we'll shout them out to you. Money line, Week 15. I was 10-5 against the money line, 7-1 against the spread.
Yeah, and I was 8-7. 8-7 money line, barely over 500. 5-9-1 against the spread. I gotta stop thinking out the box.
You be doing too much.
Doing too much, man.
Doing too much.
Producer Tone, 12-3 money line, 9-5-1 against the spread. So that brings our
It's easy money right here, man. Money line throughout the season. I'm 140, 80-2 against the spread, 111, 102-9. It's just like taking candy from a baby.
So that's 10 weeks now. AB has had the best against the spread record. AB's a sharp. Officially a sharp. I'm 130, 90-2. Money line on the year. 132, 111-9 against the spread. I got to get to at least 500. We got a couple more weeks. And then Tone, 131, 89-2. Money line, 104, 109-9 against the spread. I got to do more studying. I got to get back.
I got to be careful, though. One good week for Tone. Tone will be at the top.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. You know what? We might as well start.
Go ahead and do it.
Colts at Vikings. You picked the Colts in this one, right?
I did, man.
Did cover the spread. But you picked the Colts in this one. I picked the Vikings. Colts fall to 4-9-1. Vikings move to 11-3. Everybody knows at this point we had a 33-point lead in this game. Obviously on the road, and we allowed the Minnesota Vikings to come back and win this one 39-36, man. What was your immediate takeaways from this and where you at with it now 2 days later?
What the hell? And I think the same feelings as how it was on Saturday, what it is today. Like how? You know what I mean? 33 points. Obviously, we let our foot off the gas. I think everybody just relaxed, and as we know how in the game, just how momentum swings. And,
Big Mo.
You know what I mean? Big Mo. And momentum definitely swing in this game. To be up 33 points, 33-0, and in the game, 39-36, man. And then it was even at a point they had the score up. It was like 8 minutes left in the third quarter, and it looked like, okay, this game is over. So again, man, I don't know where we're at right now. I know in the building today, it's a lot of stomach aches, real bad taste in people's mouth pores, but that was ugly, man. The biggest letdown in NFL history, biggest comeback in NFL history, and like all the talks. Matt Ryan is a part of this as well. You go back to Super Bowl, the biggest comeback in Super Bowl history, 28-3. But man, it's ugly. It's ugly for our coach right now.
Ugly is an understatement. And just so obviously historic, biggest letdown in NFL history, like you said. Here are the biggest NFL comebacks of all time, including the postseason. Number one now in history. Week 15, the Vikings Colts 39-36. 1993 AFC wild card. Bills come back from 32 points over the Houston Oilers. Week 14, 1988, San Fran, 28 points. They come back on the Saints. Game we were part of, 2014 wild card. I thought that was 13.
It was.
Okay. August.
Well, it was 14. It was the
Yeah.
It was in
Yeah.
2014, but 2013 season.
Yep. So wild card 2014, Colts, Chiefs, 28-point comeback in the playoffs. We beat them by a point, 45-44. And you got the Bills, Colts again, 26 points. Cardinals, Bucks, 25 points. Browns, Titans, 25 points. And then Super Bowl, that 28-3 comeback that we all are very familiar with at this point. But yeah, man, it's ugly. This is the low. This is, this is as low as it I guess I won't say as low as it gets, but 4-9-1. Mathematically still in playoff contention, but realistically.
I'm like, sheesh.
I don't know how coming into this weekend, it was actually, we talked about it on Saturday shows, 29 of 32 teams still had playoff hopes. Now even at 4-9-1, we still somehow, some way can get in, but obviously that's not going to happen this year. So now at this point, how does it go? Do you JT, I think he's going to be out for the rest of the year with his ankle injury. He didn't finish the game. Matt Ryan, obviously he has not looked great at all. I mean, you start just throwing young guys in there. You start preparing for the future. You already got an interim head coach. You just Saturday. Is the full tank in effect in Indy, or do we keep? Where do we go from here, man?
I think, as we all know, Jim Irsay is one of the, biggest competitors. You know what I mean? He lives and dies by that horseshoe. I'm pretty sure there's some meetings there going on. So yeah, you're gonna implement some young guys, but everybody's being critiqued at this moment. From O-line, receivers, on the defensive side of the ball, everybody's being critiqued. So I definitely think, you still keep your guys in there, but then you start to implement some young guys so you can see what you have, because I think it will be just the more that I'm looking at it, it might be a shift over there with the coach. You know what I mean? You say Jeff Saturday is in the position as interim head coach. Where does that go? Do we go out and look for a long-term head coach? We need a quarterback. What does that look like? And we talked about it before with, not to call for anybody's job, but with Frank and Chris Ballard, what does that look like? So I definitely think that you do implement some young guys, see what they can do for you, see what they look like, can they help the team in the future? But a lot of conversation in that building coming up these next few weeks and after the season ends.
Yeah, man, and it's tough, and a lot of it starts with the quarterback, obviously, but it's a lot more than that when you got what's going on out in Indy, and then even with having a high draft pick, that's far from a guarantee that you're gonna hit on whatever player or quarterback you draft. People take for granted these franchise quarterbacks, man, and obviously, Indy was lucky with having Peyton and going to Luck. But you look at most of these franchises, you get like 2, maybe 3. And I'm talking about like the history of the franchise of like real like dude. So when you do get one, you got to get the most out of it. You got to win as many championships, make as many playoff runs, because you can go through a little ugly stretch. And I think that's what we're dealing with right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully we figure it out, man. Continue getting the right people in the building at key positions, man. But that's
bad.
That's
man,
tough, man.
You know how excited I was? Like 33 nothing, 33 nothing. I'm like, yo, like, I didn't think it was gonna be like this, but like we said, the Colts coming off the bye week.
Yep.
The Vikings, they weren't looking too great the past couple weeks. I'm like, damn. I'm really gonna come on here and talk some shit.
We was recording, and they was up.
Yeah.
While we recording, 3-zip, 10-zip, 17-zip. I'm like, oh shit, hey, man, I should have went with my coach. Man.
So in a case like that, D-Buck, like what do you think it is? Obviously you take your foot off the gas. That's what it looked like as a team. But
I don't even know.
You don't think it was that?
Yeah, I wouldn't even say that, because I felt like we were just getting a lot of fluke shit like early on, and you saw it. And the Vikings, they were fake punts. We had the pick six. And the pick six was a nice pick six. It was a bad throw, but good play by Blackman to catch it and finish that. But it was some fluke shit that was going on. It was just like one of those things where everything was just going our way. It wasn't like we were just out there executing and boom, 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 and then we just said let's play conservative.
But to have those plays though, that goes to say something though. Like you get an interception, you get a block punt. You know what I mean? Like that.
They should have obviously won the game. They should have executed on top of, because part of the game is being lucky. Sometimes the ball just got to bounce your way. The other team got to do some dumb shit. All that stuff matters for sure. But at no point did I look at us and be like, okay, like we own. I saw and I was recording here, doing the show, and then just seeing the score here and there. But as I was actually watching the game, and that's the bad part, man. Because like even when we had Wentz in there, you felt like it was like 50-50, some wild shit was gonna happen, either for your team or for them. When the offense takes the field now, especially if it's like a 2-minute situation or we got a 3rd and 8 or something, like I got no confidence. It's crazy, like no confidence in the offense to make a play. And that's bad. And then defensively late in the game, obviously, especially with that long screen pass to Dalvin.
Yeah.
To send it. It was, I think, 2-something on the clock, 2 and some change on the clock. Start the 2-minute. I mean, the first thing you're supposed to be sending a huddle, hey, alert a play to a back.
No question.
Like that's football 1-on-1. Timeouts or no timeouts.
Draw
on the other side of the 2-minute. What was that?
I'm thinking draw screen.
Screen draw, some type of play to the back. That's just football 1-on-1. You get that play, then you get the 2-minute, you get the shit going from there. Dalvin, I think, was motion out to empty. They went screen. Dude go 80 for the tug, man. But it was just bad ball, man. Man, yeah, it was bad. Bad.
But, all the way around, man. So
it is what it is.
It is what it is. Three games left. You got to finish strong.
You got to finish strong, man. But your team, Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, are your Jacksonville Jaguars now. They on fire. Trevor Lawrence is playing well. Cowboys, big letdown. Almost tricked it off last week against the Texans.
Yeah.
Officially tricked it off this week against the Jaguars. They're still locked in on a playoff spot. But any takeaways from this? Well, obviously you got some takeaways from this one. What's your takeaways from this 40-34 win for the Jaguars in overtime?
I think got some question marks for the Cowboys, man. Like you said, almost tricked it off last week against the Texans, and then to come out and blow this lead against the Jacksonville Jaguars, which early in the season I thought they were going to be able to play some good ball, some solid ball this year. As of late, they have, but I think there's some question marks over there with the Cowboys, man. Not sure where you can't really put blame on one person, but I would say, the Cowboys going into the playoffs, man, it's not looking good. As we know, you want to hit your stride at the right time.
Yeah.
That's going into the playoffs. And the way they looked last week, and then you come off and you get this L right now, it's not one of them pretty pictures. So some has to give out there in Cowboys Nation, man, as far as what's going on, where's the law at. So
yeah,
something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, they gotta figure it out. I mean, defensively, offensively, you give up 40 to the Jags and Trevor Lawrence. Shit, I screenshot
the past 3 or 4 games, Trevor Lawrence, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception. Hey. He's on point right now, and again, this is kind of what I think people have been expecting to see out of Trevor Lawrence, being the top pick a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But again, like I said, early this year, I'm like, man, Jags was a team that I was kind of expecting to come out and show us something. With 3 games left, hey, like it could be
they could potentially catch the Titans.
For sure, we've seen some crazy things happen. So this last stretch is gonna be exciting.
For sure, for sure. And Trevor Lawrence, his last 6 games, 27 42, 318, 4 TDs, 30 for 42, 368, 3 TDs. Then he had a 17 for 31, 179 in the TD, 29 for 37, 321, 3 TDs, 29 for 40, 259, 2 TDs, and then 25 for 31, 235, 1 TD. Overall, 157, 223. That's a 70% completion percentage, 1,680 yards, 14 TDs, and 1 pick. And the Jags are 4-2 in that stretch.
Hey, when your quarterback is playing like that, man, it's high probability that you're gonna be, your team is gonna be doing well. Question for you, D. But it is what it is Monday. It is what it is Monday. Are the Dallas Cowboys frauds? I know they're sitting at 10-4. They're into the playoffs, but do you expect anything from them in the playoffs?
No. I mean, I expect what we've gotten from Dallas. Since we've been, when we were young, Dallas was, Super Bowl, championship, that's what it was. But for a long while now, they let you down this part of the year. And it looks like that's what they're on right now. I always have top of the line players at premier positions. But nah, I don't see it. But the good thing about it for them is on that NFC side, man, is the Eagles look good, and the Eagles find a way. Even when they don't play their best football, they find a way to win.
Yeah.
Vikings, it's still a lot of question marks with them. There will be question marks with Brock Purdy until he goes in the playoffs and does something. But he's playing well. But on that NFC side, it's still a chance for the Dallas to win some games and go on a little run. But do I have faith in them to do it? No. And Dak, man, like that.
Go ahead and say it, D-Buck. It is what it is.
It is what it is, man. I feel like Dak is a good player, but
what is he missing? Is he missing that it?
Yeah, he's just missing that and yeah, he's just missing it. That is what it is right now. And now, a lot of people aren't really taking the T.Y. signing as a big deal. But if T.Y. is healthy, like fully healthy and fresh, like I expect him to be, he can definitely be a little add of excitement and somebody that can split that field and stretch that field for the Cowboys. Is he a fix for him? I don't think so. But Dak, man, in the last pick, it bounced off a receiver's hand. Wasn't 100% his fault, but that was, throwing against your body. That would have been an unbelievable catch. That was one of those no's when he threw it. And sometimes you get a yes at the end of that. You see it a lot with Josh Allen and Herbert and those guys, hurt sometimes. But Dak, I just don't see it, man. Like, even if you mention those guys like Hurts, Herbert, Burrow, who else is it right now? Josh Allen, Mahomes,
yeah.
Like those guys, those quarterbacks, and they're on the field, it's like, all right, you need this, you need that. You're like, all right, I don't feel that same way with Dak, man. Hopefully he turns it around. It's a playoff time, it's the biggest stage, but not right now. I don't expect anything from the Cowboys.
So no beliefs in the Cowboys. There you have it. I know Cowboys fans will not enjoy hearing that, but for my guy D-Buck, who knows ball, who's seen a lot, he has no faith in the Cowboys, man, in the big show.
No faith right now, unfortunately, man. Had a little scare in this one. Eagles had a little scare. They moved to 13-1 at the Justin Fields-led Chicago Bears. They now fall to 3-11. But once again, find a way to win, even when you're not playing your best ball. Both receivers for the Eagles went off in this with Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown went absolutely nuts. Justin Fields did his thing, did his best to keep this Bears team in it. But in the end, the Eagles found a way to get the job done and get the win, man. They moved to 13-1. What's your takeaways from this one?
Eagles, a good team, man. Good team. Like you said, finding ways to win. And that's what you got to do at this point in time in the year, especially when your record is 13-1. You're going to have that bullseye on your back.
Oh, yeah.
Regardless of the record of the team that you're playing, they're gonna be ready to play. They're gonna up their game just a little bit, just because of who's coming into town. But Eagles doing what they were supposed to do, getting the job done. And Bears, like you said, man, Justin Fields, he's a dynamic player, man. So I feel like the Bears, they have somebody they can build that franchise around. Continue to get some more pieces around Justin Fields, man. I'll be interested to see how he continues to progress his game. But Philly, man, doing what they're supposed to do, man. Like you said, Jalen Hurts out there balling. Still, I think he's at the top of our of the MVP conversation. Love to see it. And shout out to my man Hassan Reddick, man. Had a hell of a game yesterday. I think he had 2 sacks, forced fumble recovery. So one of them good additions to the Philadelphia Eagles offseason.
Great addition. I think he got 12 sacks on the season.
12 sacks.
You talking about it when that move first happened. And speaking of crazy games, this Cowboys Jags game, Rashawn Jenkins, safety for the Jag, 18 tackles, 2 picks and a walk-off pick 6 in overtime.
18 tackles.
18. Now, that's and a great thing at safety.
Hey, I mean, you got to watch the game though. Like, you got to see how the game goes.
True.
And see how see where he was at. Now, if he played post safety all game and he got 18 tackles, yeah, that's not a good thing. But sometimes, with him being that playmaker for them, they can put him in different situations, get him close to the ball, get him close to the line of scrimmage. So 18 tackles though.
Hey, he was doing his thing. He was doing his job. Now, for you, I played corner and nickel the majority of my career, and thank God I never had an 18 tackle game. What's your career high tackle game
in the league?
Yeah, I know you done had a few 100+ seasons, so you gotta have at least.
I think my high was around 12. I had 12 a couple times.
Okay.
So like 12. I don't think I ever got in the teens in the league though.
Ooh, okay. Was you one of them guys who used to go back to the statistician and be like, hey man,
I really wasn't, unless it was blatant, watching film. And I'm like, all right now, come on now. Like Rob Mathis, Robert Freeney, there was nowhere. Dwight Freeney, Rob Mathis, Dwight Freeney, there was nowhere near the tackle now. Come on now. But nah, I wasn't really tripping like that.
They used to do that with some. I used to always hear the LBs talk about some of the other, prominent linebackers or whoever in the league. Like, come on, man, they be padding these shits, man. That dude, he had 9 tackles, man. They gave him 14 tackles.
Hey, shout out to the stat guy for looking out for the home team.
You looking out, man. My Dolphins, man, fell short Saturday night to the Buffalo Bills. Like I said, fell short, cold game. A lot of people worried about the Dolphins, didn't think they'd show up, thought this game would be ugly. Bills did find a way to get it done. Josh Allen made enough plays. Was it a this one end?
It is what it is Monday. Dolphins ain't doing nothing off.
You don't think so?
Nah.
No faith in my fans?
Nah. 8-6. They started off hot. They not doing nothing off. It is what it is, man.
They be writing us off.
Yeah, I mean, AFC, man,
Two ain't gonna write back.
Huh.
Two ain't gonna write back.
He's sitting at his desk right now. I got the Bills, Kansas City, Cincinnati Bengals, man. That's all I got my eyes on coming to the AFC.
Well, my Dolphins, man. Hey, look, anytime we take the field, we got a chance to win, and I think we can make a little noise in the offs.
The only noise y'all gonna make, if y'all get y'all little marching band or something, and follow y'all around. But other than that, y'all ain't making no noise, man. Like it looked good, in the regular season. 8-6, 14 games have been played, 3 games remaining. Y'all have a good, y'all got a chance. Who y'all final 3 games?
We got 3 more games. Reminder now, guys, this is Mike McDaniel's First year.
I don't care. Don't do that.
8-6.
Nah, don't do that, D-Buck.
You know what I'm saying? Sean McDermott, I think this is, 5 years in a row now the Bills.
Don't do that, D-Buck. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
I'm just saying, we temper expectations a little bit. Where we at right now with the Dolphins, Bills? All right, so we have the Packers on Christmas.
Okay.
And then we have the Patriots on New Year's.
Okay.
And then we got the Jets on the 8th.
And those are no gimmies.
No cupcake. Packers, Patriots, Jets. So
Zach said y'all going 8-9.
We're gonna have a winning record. We'll see what it is once we get into the playoffs. But to your point, we start off hot. It kind of tell off. This is obviously a tough part of the year. It's 3 losses in a row now for us. Chargers, Niners, and Bills. But yeah, man, tough, real tough right now. We'll be all right though.
Yeah.
We'll be all right. What else we got? What other game we got?
Hold on. Producer Tone when it got the stats.
I knew you had more than 12 pieces on one of them.
Damn, I don't remember that one. I gotta go back and see that one. Hey, to my video guys, man, out there in Indy, man, let me get some tape, man. I need my game films, man, from 06 to 13.
Who was the same stat guy?
I'm not sure. I need the film. I need some film, man.
Hey, y'all heard my guy. Hey, my guy some film, man. Tone, I just take the group chat. Tone that playoff picture, so we get an updated playoff picture. What else we got? My AFC Super Bowl pick, Los Angeles Chargers. They got to win against the Titans at home. 7-7 Titans. Titans fall to 7-7. That's surprising too. What was their record? Like 6-2 or something like that. Stank. They fall to 7-7 at this point. 14-17, they lose to the Chargers, who now move to 8-6 at home. Justin Herbert, I know you saw that throw late to Mike Williams, rolling out to. Woo! Yo, boy,
I did.
Man. Chargers move to 8-6 right now. Obviously, we just talked about this point in the season. This is where you want to kind of hit your stride. I think the Chargers are kind of hitting the stride, finding ways to win games, making plays. Is this another team? Another one of my teams? Are you counting it? Do you have any expectations for the Chargers going forward?
I think the Chargers could do something. I think the Chargers could do something. And I think we talked about this. I don't know if it was Thursday or Saturday. The way they're playing, they're getting healthy. And again, they're peaking at the right time. When you want to go into the playoffs, playing your best ball, and that's what they're doing now, getting some guys back. Like you say, Herbert, one of those good young quarterbacks who can put the game in his hands and make some plays. He got some great weapons around him on the defensive side of the ball. They got some dogs. So to your point, I agree with you, D. But your Chargers, I have more faith in the Chargers than I do in your Miami Dolphins at this point.
That's fair.
At this point, so
that's fair.
And Titans 7-7. They got to do something because the way the Jacksonville Jaguars are playing, they're one game behind.
One
game behind in the AFC South. If the Titans don't tighten up, Jacksonville Jaguars gonna sneak in there.
Yep, and I think they may play each other last week of the season too. So that may essentially be the AFC South championship game. But speaking of the rest of this Chargers schedule, week 16, they face our Colts in Indy, Monday Night Football. Week 17, they face the Rams. Week 18, they face the Broncos.
That's the Chargers?
Chargers, Colts, Rams, Broncos to finish. That's a
3-win
Sunday. Anything happen on Sundays, but
facts.
Those are 3 good games for them. I feel like to end the season off, potentially moving 11-6, 10-7, maybe. Worst case scenario should be for them, but
Yeah, man. That's 3 very winnable games.
Very
man,
winnable.
We got these Chiefs, man. Kansas City Chiefs. At the Houston Texans. Chiefs 11-3 right now. Big win for them. 30-24 over the Texans. 112-1. This spread was what? 14.5? Or was it 17.5?
14.5. 17.5 was last week. Cowboys Texans. This one was 14.5.
14.5. I think a lot of people thought the Chiefs was gonna come in here and do what they do. Texas, man, last 2 weeks been playing some teams strong. I know what they're saying in that meet room. It was 1 point. I was sitting in the meet room and was sitting at 0-14. And the coaches are saying, hey, look, man, we gotta play hard. We gotta end the season on a good note. And if the players are buying in, they're gonna give their best shot every week. So teams think shit is sweet. 0-14, my guy.
Now that's crazy. Obviously you had some other teammates on that team that were on both teams too, but I'm thinking you were on a team that was 14-0.
14-0.
So you were on the team that was 14-0 and on the team that was 0-14. That's crazy, brother. That's wild. But yeah, like to your point, man, and we talk about it on here all the time, like especially as a player, as a coach too, you still putting whatever it is on tape. You putting that's your resume. So every time somebody put that tape on, they ain't looking at what week it is, what's the record, what's the score, how sore were you, what injuries were you dealing with, none of that. Just cut that tape on and that tape do the talking for you. So Texans back-to-back week, man, they're competing, they're showing up, not winning. There's no more victories in this league, but at least they are coming up and showing the play, because if there are changes made, which there will be, there's always changes made, but I expect some big changes made in Houston. They're going to look around and say, all right, who do we keep? Who do we let go? So 112-1 right now. That's tough. Chiefs moved 11-3, though, on that AFC side. To your point, one of the teams you have, and I have at this point, the utmost confidence in going into the playoffs. So this is one of those situations where, kind of fell asleep at the wheel, find a way to win late. How did this one end? I feel like this one ended on some fluke shit.
Man, I honestly don't think it's one of them situations, man. I just think
it was a strip set.
Like we talked about, Texans' record is some trash, but sure, like grown man,
112-1.
Yeah, that's trash. That's trash for sure. But sure, last 2 weeks, like you said, man, been playing some good ball. They've been fighting, so.
Yeah, man. Tone, throw us any good questions or comments, anything, man. 6-8 Steelers, they got to win at the Panthers. Panthers moved to 5-9.
Man, Panthers
won this one. They could have.
You should look at the standings in this division too. You got the Tampa Bay Bucks sitting at 6-8. They're still at the top, and then the remaining 3 teams all sitting at 5-9. So, so the Panthers, the Saints, and the Falcons sitting at 5-9. Bucks sitting at the top of this division, 6-8. So I feel like the last 3 weeks for this division is going to be critical as well. I thought the Panthers, they were playing some good ball. Thought they would be able to win this game at home against the Steelers. But
Trubisky at quarterback.
But didn't go their way, so definitely be something to look out for in the NFC South, man, these last 3 weeks. Who can take charge? Who can take charge?
We shall see. The Bucks, man. They look bad once again.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap for the Bucks, man.
Todd, it ain't looking good for Todd Bowles. Bucks. That a lot of just watching them, man, just very sloppy, very because that's a veteran team. You got a lot of vets on that team up and down the roster. Obviously, the oldest quarterback in the league. But nothing looks like, I don't know. It's hard to put my finger on that. And then we talked about it coming into the season. I know you weren't giving Tom passes, missing 11 days of training camp and all the other stuff. And, You know, I was like, hey, they'll figure it out. Leftwich still there, Bowles still there. But it just what you think it is, man, out there with Tampa, and why they look the way they do it in December at all times?
I'm not sure. Again, man, we can make all the assumptions that we want outside, but unless you're in that building, man, I don't know what it is. You know, you look at the pieces that they have. You know, I'm speaking on the offensive side of the ball. You know, a lot of pieces that they had when they won. Obviously, Gronk's not there. Defensively, not too many different pieces there. So again, sometimes it's just not clicking, and that's what it is. And I do believe, like the outside noise has maybe some effects there. I know you want to give TB12 a pass. I get it, but you've been in that locker room. Sometimes that outside noise can creep in.
Yeah.
It can creep in. I'm not saying that's what it is, but that could be a possibility because, again, to your point, it does not look like the Bucs we've grown accustomed to see when 12 is up the center.
Yeah, that's surprising, man. I'm talking about simple stuff, handoffs, formation stuff, like just basic football. But
and they were
right
up
now.
this game.
Still about to have a home game in the playoffs if they can, figure it out these last few games. What'd you say?
They was up in this game too.
Yeah, it was up early. And then that momentum got on the Bengals side. Bengals ran off a couple of turnovers, put some points. Bengals got bailed out on one of these drives. So I think it was a drive to, it was like 4th and something. Burrow took like a 20-something yard sack. Got sacked like the at midfield, but they called holding on I think Levante David. And it was holding. It was ticky-tack though. But hey, it is what it is. 34-23. Bengals move to 10-4 now on that AFC side. So obviously the Bengals are coming this game. Speaking of the refs, 8-5-1. Giants move to 8-5-1. They beat the Commanders 20-12. Commanders fall to 7-6-1. Man. Now the last play of the game, could it have been a PI? Should it have been a PI?
Yes.
Yes, it should. We've seen a bunch of receivers get away with that shit, push-offs and such. It happens. But in live, when the play was going on live, it didn't look like, oh, that's obvious. Like it looked like a physical little play. It was one of those long plasters, 6, 7.
Man, my man jumped on his back like my two sons be jumping on my back, D. But man, you watching that game, that shit, my man got there early as hell, hugging him and everything, like jumped on his back. Like, man, nah, that was PI. That was PI.
Wide outs. You tough, right? You tough, right? You be out here.
Man, I'm like, and then like before that, you have that. Well, nah. Yeah.
He's getting away with PI every day, B.
It was a good game. It was a good game. I think that's what we expected with the NFC East, the way it's playing out, between these two teams, man. A definitely hard-fought matchup. Scary Terry, man. Got to get him involved early. That got to be one of your key things as an offense every week. Hey, Scary Terry, number 17, he has to be a focal point of our offense.
You got to.
When he's a focal point of that offense, man, it opens it up for everybody. It opens up for the, obviously the run game. You start with the run game, it open up for Scary Terry. But when you can give him his targets, man, helps the receivers, helps the quarterback. So again, once they got him involved in that second half, you can see things kind of moving a little different. But again, man, this was a good game, man. I think this is what everybody expected. Sunday Night Football, NFC East matchup. Good stuff. But the refs,
Dawson too. Dawson. He young.
Go ahead.
Young kid special, man. He just, we done seen a ton of receivers. He just smooth, man. Like smooth as they come. Hands in and out of breaks. Just calm. I feel like his body's always calm. You obviously spoke about Scary Terry, the illegal formation. You know, him coming out checking with the line judge. Yo, I'm good, bet. And then for the line judge to throw that in that situation, horrible officiating in my opinion. The pick route that they called, I'm a DB. That's not a pick route.
Nah.
DB initiate contact, Dotson running up. Three major calls that went against the Commanders last night. And as players, you always say, hey, take it out of refs' hands. You know, you make the plays in between the lines, blah, blah, blah. But all three of those calls were horrible. Now, the PI, it is what it is. But the offensive PI they call, and then the illegal formation. I feel like that was the worst one with that Brian Robinson touchdown because, once again, people that don't know, they may think, oh, the ref, it's not his job to line a receiver up, or it's not like that. Receivers do that all the time. And they'll come out and look at the ref. I'm good. The ref either tell them, hey, move up, or you're good. You know, if you're that on the line receiver, that X receiver most of the times, and Terry plays X, so he's having that conversation literally every game, probably before damn near every snap. That's part of his routine.
Yeah.
So for that to happen right there in that situation, that was one of them where you look at the game, like you look at the refs, like that was messed up. That was sketchy, to say the least.
Yeah. And it's, again, for me, it's like, you know, we talking about the brand of the game, man. It's like we gotta figure some things out, how we can overturn some of these bad calls, man. And just how the players get talked about, the coaches get talked about. I'm a big fan of holding these refs accountable, man. Like, sure, we need the news reporters with the microphone in their face after the game. Like, what did you see? Like,
we saw Terry look at you and give you thumbs up. What the hell was you doing? What did you say?
Like, I think we need that. I think as fans of the game, as people who watch the game, and refs are intricate parts of the game, I think we need that. I think it's all about, you know, accountability. Like, hey, put them on the podium. Hey, man, like, it was a huge call that was either made or that was missed. Like, explain to us, what did you see? Yeah. I think that has to be considered, man, because it's too many times we're talking about, oh, this call, or I wish this call was reviewable, and we don't understand, because it was. And think about it, D-Buck, you know, like training camp, you have refs come in and they'll be a part of your camp for a few days, right? They'll be out there, they'll be getting their work into, and then, you know, they'll sit up there and talk about what are the emphasis of this year.
Points of emphasis, yeah.
Yeah, points of emphasis this year, and they'll run it down. It may be 2, it may be 3, whatever the case may be, helmet to helmet, protecting the quarterback, chop block, whatever the case may be. So again, like, they're intricate parts of this game. I think they need to start being held accountable so the public can see. The public can see, man. Because again,
I'm with that.
It's getting crazy.
Yeah, it's beyond crazy. You cost the games, and then Heineke had a fumble in this game that was blown dead live. That was clearly a fumble. In that Vikings game, safety Sullivan, he had 2 should have been pick six or scooping scores, should have been touchdowns, but they were blown dead. One for, I think, forward progress, and then another one, dude got the ball punched out when he was standing up. It was egregious. Like, so stop blowing live plays dead. If you're not sure about it, review them. And just be better, man. I think it's on the NFL too, man. I think that's we always look at teams and their performance and say, hey, it's on the coach, or it's on this GM, or on whoever it's on. I feel like the officiating and how bad it is, that is on the NFL, because need to be full-time refs, need to be this. Whatever needs to be done, it needs to be done, because the players work too damn hard. The coaches, everybody works too hard. People gambling their money now. It's a lot going on around the game for a bum-ass ref to be out there tricking games off. Like, that's not it. And I know it's a tough job. It's a tough job, and they get most calls right, I'm sure, but come on, man.
I mean, all of it's tough. Playing the game, coaching the game, Like football is
And
tough, so that's no excuse, no explanation. I ain't trying to hear that.
no excuses, no explanations. Bill Belichick. This is another side, man. So the Bucks looking bad. Tom Brady, Todd Bowles led Bucks. These Patriots looking bad as well. They look all out of sorts. I remember watching this game. It was a touchdown that should have been on the board. Mac Jones went to sneak it. They had an illegal formation because the tight end wasn't on the ball. He was trying to get lined up. Yeah, and that's like, I'm like, you never see that type of shit with Belichick. And then how this game ended. Raiders won 30-24 as time expired. And I'm sure everybody has seen the play. Stiff arm hurt around the world at this point. Jacoby Myers, he faced the music after the game, basically saying, he was trying to do too much. He was playing hero ball. He knew it was a tied game at the end of regulation. I'm going to show a little bit of the video. I don't want us to get strike. But
Mac Hollins out on defense. He's all the way back. Stevenson
is anyone going to
is inside the 30, flips it back. Stanford band nowhere in sight.
Uh-oh.
It's picked off.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Unbelievable. Oh, wow.
Incredible. So I don't know what my man was thinking, man.
Hey, but what I can say, though, I respect it, though. Like, in the locker room, reporters came up to him and asked him.
That's
he
tough.
Stood on it. And he stood on it. Like, yeah, I understood, the situation. I was trying to do too much. Like, again, it was dead wrong, but I can respect him if I was in the locker room as a teammate or whatever. I can respect him standing on that. But definitely a crazy finish. Shout out to Chandler Jones.
No, that had to feel good for him.
Playmaker. But even before in this game, though, like another one, we talk about the calls, and it was a questionable touchdown,
Keelan Cole?
Yeah. In the end zone, got 1 foot down. That second foot looked like the toe was in the white. They reviewed it. The refs when they were talking pretty long, so you can't take that however you want to take it. But another, I feel like missed call. I felt as though you can kind of see like, hey, that was out of bounds. But as they say, it has to be evidence that you can overturn that.
Indisputable, whatever.
Yeah,
we gotta get better. Gotta get better on that front, man. No excuses, no explanations. Like you said, it's all tough. Cats are playing way too hard. Hey, they're having their heads up, awareness, catching the ball, hitting Mac with that stiff. Yakum. Come on, man. That's the time. You done tripped enough folks now. That's the time you gotta whatever it takes at that point.
Stiff farm.
Yeah, that was tough. But crazy end of that game. Raiders moved to 6-8. So I think they're still mathematically in it too. This the AFC picture right now. Not the AFC picture, the playoff picture right now as it stands. This is not, it's not showing everybody in the hunt or anything like that. But I'll start with the NFC side. Obviously, Eagles at the top, bye week, 1 seed. Then you have the Vikings, 2 seed, San Fran, 3 seed, Tampa, 4 seed. So all the divisional winners will get home games in the wild card round. And the road teams will be right now the Cowboys, the Giants, and the Commanders. So right now, the entire NFC East is in the playoffs right now.
Crazy. We go over to the AFC side. Buffalo, top seed. They'll get their bye. Then you have Kansas City at 2, my Cincinnati Bengals at 3, and the Tennessee Titans at 4. That's what it looks like at the moment. And then the road teams will be Baltimore, the Los Angeles Chargers, and the Miami Dolphins. But 3 more weeks left. This playoff picture could definitely change.
Absolutely. Be fine. All right. So now, hold on. Where's this joint, man? Super Bowl. I see what the Super Bowl odds are right now. Oh, Bills are the favorite again, huh? All right, Bills are favorite at plus 350. Then you got the Eagles plus 430, Chiefs plus 500, Bengals plus 750, Niners plus 750. Okay. Then you got Cowboys, Vikings, Ravens, and the Chargers round out the top. So if you have any faith in my Chargers pick at plus 2,900, that was my pick before the season. Chargers beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl, and now it's at plus 2,900. I actually bet a futures bet on the Chargers at plus 1,600 before the season starts. So, but who you like? If you had to place a bet right now, $100 bet on the FanDuel Sportsbook, and now with these bets, you see the plus 350, plus 430, plus 500. That's basically saying if you bet $100 on the Bills to win the Super Bowl today, and they win it, you will win $350 on your $100 bet. So where would they be put that $100 right now?
I'm gonna go Philly, man.
Philly.
I'm gonna go Philly. And the reason why, I would say, majority of these teams right here, quarterback are playing pretty good. The weapons that the quarterback has to get the ball to. But for me, one of the big things is that Philadelphia front. Go get some guys back. It was a little stretch here in the season. They were struggling to stop the run, but the way they can get after that quarterback, and I think that's one of the biggest things, when it comes down to playoff football. Can you stop the run and can you run the ball? But in crucial moments, can you get after that quarterback? Because we know once you get to the divisional games and conference championships, you got to be able to get that quarterback off the spot. We looked at it when the Tampa Bay played Kansas City. Mahomes was running for his life, So I think those are the type of things you start looking at as you start, getting to the big show. So for me, I'll go Philly. But again, man, a lot of good teams there.
Yeah. I mean, that's the safest bet. They've been so good from finish to finish, wire to wire.
So what, you gonna go Baltimore?
Shit, me.
Right.
I mean,
you can go Dallas? No. You ain't gonna go Minnesota.
I'm looking lower. I'm looking lower on the list.
If you throw the $100,
I'm looking lower on the list. I'm looking. Give me plus 2,900. Give me Chargers, man. Bet this 100. Y'all get 3,000 back. Yeah, give me that, man. Give me that. But speaking of that game, so we saw some crazy shit this weekend. Saturday, we saw the Colts meltdown, 33 zip. They lose 36-39. We saw that Chandler Jones walk off. What is that? Is that an interception?
Yeah.
Or picked up? Pick stick, fumble, return, whatever it is, walk off lateral touchdown of Chandler Jones. And then we talk about tips and overthrows a lot. And I think I've seen this play one time in college. I believe it was Oregon State, maybe.
Shoot.
I don't think I've seen this in the league. Did you see that tip drill INT in Tennessee?
I did, but sure, I got Carlos Dansby had something similar back in the day.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta.
You go up and get him too.
Herbert looking deep, throwing one up from Mike Williams, and it's intercepted. Did he get defeated?
Hey,
that's a heads-up play right there.
Heads-up play, for sure.
Heads, throw it to the end zone. Mike Williams think it's out of bounds. It is out of bounds. And for him to get to that ball, wish he had the back angle pause, but he got out.
Oh, my God. What? Wow. That's the way you gonna end the show? Wow. Yo,
you gotta fucking relax, bro. You gotta relax, though.
Wow. Hey.
You gotta relax. I wish we had the tight copy, man, so that you can see.
Hey.
From
Yo, you gotta relax, man. Yo, you gotta relax.
Let me play the play one more time, man. This dude, man.
You gotta
All the
relax.
hands up play, tips and overthrows, man. Oh, man. So, what was the wildest thing you saw this weekend? Out of those three, man, you gotta grow up, bro.
Nah, you gotta relax. You gotta relax. I'm gonna say that the 33-point meltdown by our coach, man. I think that was the wildest. That was the wildest thing. You know, like you said, like this weekend, a lot of things happened, but that 33-point meltdown. And then to lose 39-36. I'm like, shit, man. We only 3 points. Like I'm thinking, okay, you up by 33, it's gonna be a shootout, it's gonna be 50-something to 50-something or whatever.
Man,
but 33-0 to 39-36.
The type of freedom, especially my offense not playing well, I'm dialing up all the shots and everything. We up a few scores. You put up 3 points in the second half. That's crazy. So that's your wildest. I'm gonna go with that walk off though. That throwback. Because I unfortunately I could believe the meltdown that the Colts had. Once again, just seeing it after we got off and then watching the game and seeing how we're, getting those scores and then knowing, on the other side and Patrick Peterson, it was Kevin O'Connell, head coach Kevin O'Connell for the Vikings said he came out and kind of heard Pat Pete telling the offense, telling Kirk, like, hey, y'all just need 5 touchdowns. And then the defense, he's like, hey, we're going to get stops. Y'all just need to, score points basically. And Kirk Cousins, that offense, scored points, threw for 4-something against the Lions the week before, and then came out, put crazy numbers. So that one's not the craziest. I'm going to go with that Patriots throwback. And there's only been 2 times, I believe, in NFL history where games have ended on multilateral plays. And I think they both involved the Patriots. The Dolphins.
Miami?
Huh?
That's in Miami?
Yeah, the Miami one with Kenyon Drake.
Yep.
Grunt was on the field and he stumbled. And now this one with Chan Jones. So they're on both sides of history. Matt Ryan on both sides of he really on one side of history when it comes to that. But yeah, rough. Damn, Patriots on the wrong side of that both times too.
Yeah.
That sucks. But yeah, that's the craziest thing. But that tip drill, man, I love to see it, man. That's a heads up play for some DBs out there.
No question, man. And as always, shout out to the FanDuel Sportsbook, our official sponsor of the Man to Man Pod. As always, the best place to place your bets. Y'all tap in.
Yes, sir. Shout out Grunt playing the secondary. Matter of fact, speaking of, hold on, live this week only. Damn, we got a new read.
Put them glasses on, D-Buck.
Ooh, they say paid. It's got some cash signs next to it, so I got to read this clearly. SBK Santa Barkley 2022. No clue what that means, but a no sweat bet now up to $2,500 on the no sweat bet. $2,500. As Santa Barkley is back once again, whatever that is. And this year he's giving new FanDuel customers exactly what you asked for. Unwrap the gift of a no sweat first bet up to $2,500 back in free bets when you sign up with the promo code. You know the promo code, AB?
M2M Live.
M2M Live. That's the number 2, up to $2,500 back. Once again, if your first bet doesn't win, now's the perfect time to give FanDuel a shot. The app is easy to use. I'm always giving you great promotions. And when you win, you get paid instantly. Now, I know AB have hit some huge parlays this week with his games. Y'all saw my record earlier, so I ain't hit a bunch of game parlays. Hit a few same game parlays, though, which are my favorite. Got some odds boosts. Pat, his odd boost finally hit on, what day was that?
Yeah, that was
Thursday.
that payout that FanDuel was paying folks was crazy.
Yeah. Thursday, that was a plus 750 super boost. So, if somebody else with FanDuel, they put up a boost. FanDuel bump it up a little more. So a bunch of people get on and bet. Hopefully you win. It's been a rough year. Pat finally broke the curse that we had. He got a win. I'm going to get another win tonight with this Monday night football. But yeah, America's #1 FanDuel Sportsbook. Go do it. $2,500 back. Where's the disclaimer? Let me throw the one up so you can see it. Go ahead and read that.
21 and over in select states. First online real money wager only. Refund issue as now withdrawable. Free bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. And as my man D Bud always says, be responsible if you're gambling.
Yes, please.
If you do have a problem, though, 1-800-GAMBLER or visit fanduel.com/RG. Y'all can read the rest.
Yeah, y'all can read the rest. Appreciate y'all as usual.
It is what it is Monday.
In the books. I got to get my record right, man. What we got tonight, man? Monday Night Football.
Green Bay.
Ooh.
5-8, 4-9.
They scheduled this before the season started. I know they were like, ooh, week 15. We're going to have a good one. We're going to have a good Monday Night Football for their
I picked the Packers on this one. I for some reason, I thought the Packers was favored.
They are favored. Yeah, Packers favored by 7, by a touchdown.
Oh, all right. I'm looking at that wrong.
So
yeah,
you
right.
with them?
Yeah, I'm with him.
I forgot which way I went on this one. I think I went Packers.
But I think I took the Rams against the spread, though.
I forgot, but right now, how I'm feeling right now is Packers. Yeah, so I'm gonna stick with that. Packers for me. We got who's coming back for the Packers tonight? Romeo Doubs. Romeo Doubs playing tonight. I think the rookie Romeo is back, man. Christian Watson, he's been on the tear. Yes, we with it, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all, man.
D-Buck, man. Gotta relax.
What happened?
Gotta relax. Y'all tap in Thursday. Same place, same time.
Tap in Thursday, man. I'll be at the Thunderdome. Hey, kids gonna be getting out of school soon. Hopefully, people getting some breaks from work.
Bruh.
Enjoy this time with your family, with your loved ones. Love on your people. Check on your people. Spread love. Take care of yourself. Take care of your body. AB always says, get your 30 minutes in. It's Monday.
30 minutes.
What you got, AB? Get people off right, because it's holiday. It's a holiday week too. So
holiday week. Yeah, you talking about kids getting out of school. My kids' last day was Friday, so we got all week. So we about to send y'all somewhere. But as D-Buck said, man, get your 30 minutes in, man. Your health is another form of wealth. As D-Buck said, man, it's a time to be grateful for all things. Grateful for all things, man. So, a lot of people going through a lot of stuff, man. So, like D-Buck said, hug on your family. Make sure your mental right.
Stay warm. Take care of yourself, man.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. And once again, good luck betting tonight if you're betting on the FanDuel Sportsbook. Up to $2,500? Hey, that's only 1 week. That's only live for 1 week. Once again, using that promo code M2M Live. And then on the end of this outro, you'll hear the disclaimer again. But appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all Thursday. And then Saturday. And then Monday, week 15, man. Let's enjoy this football season. It's getting away from us. It's getting away from us quick, man. AB, you got any parting words?
Peace and love, baby. Y'all be good.
Gone.
21 plus in select states. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as a non-withdrawable free bet as it expires in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. You got a gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit fanduel.com/RG. That's in Colorado, Iowa, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Illinois, and Virginia. 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342-NAZ. 1-888-789-777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut. 1-800-9-WITH-IT in Indiana. Visit ksgamblinghelp.com in Kansas. 1-877-770-STOP in Louisiana. And then 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY to 467-369 in New York. Tennessee, red line. All right, 1-800-889-9789 in Tennessee. 1-800-522-4700 in Wyoming. Or visit www.1800gambler.net in West Virginia.
There you have it.
Yes, sir.
Fast reading that, boy. All right, go.
Peace.